Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. The recipe I'm about to show you is an elevated version of a classic dessert, burnt Basque cheesecake. Crustless and with a signature golden surface, this cheesecake is baked to perfection for the creamiest treat. Trust me, it will be your new favorite. Today, I will make a Basque cheesecake. It's very close with a New York cheesecake, but this version actually it's easier because to make a professional, nice New York cheesecake, you need a lot of time and to be very careful. So let's begin. First of all, these all my ingredients that I will need: eggs, cream, just a little bit of flour, some lemon zest, vanilla, of course, cream cheese, and granulated sugar. The only thing you have to make sure is that the caster sugar will completely dissolve to the cream cheese. Why? Because if we don't dissolve the sugar now, then when the cheesecake will be ready, it will have inside some liquid tears, okay? Because of the sugar, because the sugar will melt inside the oven. We don't want that, we want to melt inside our mixer. Now, the first thing I have to add into my mixer is my cream cheese. And now you have to be very careful with the quality of the cream cheese that you will buy, because there are a lot of brands to the supermarket with cream cheese. Some they are very cheap, some they are more expensive. You have to make sure that you will read the label right. So if you see any gelatin powder or gelatin into the cream cheese, do not buy it for this recipe. We need pure cream cheese to become thick inside the oven and have this dense flavor of cream cheese. Okay, like this? Now, we need a good quality cream cheese and the sugar inside the mixer. If you can, let the cream cheese for an hour into room temperature to dissolve easier the sugar. Now, mix very well. For how long? 3 to 4 minutes. It depends from the mixer and from the cream cheese. And when you see that actually the sugar are completely dissolved, then we will carry on with the rest of the ingredients. At this point, stop your mixer, take a spoon and try a little bit of the mixer. And what we want to taste like is? No sugar. Smoothness. Exactly. And this is the point that I will add my eggs gradually, one by one. Add it. And when it's completely incorporated, now, then add the next one, okay? Easy cheesy. And the last egg goes in and mix very well. And again, lower the mixer and take a spatula, because probably at the edges we will have some cream cheese and we want to mix everything together very well. So take the edges and gradually again add the cream inside. Okay, my friend? This way. And now, voila. Finito, my friend, like this. We're almost done. We are ready for the oven. That's why I love this recipe. It is much easier than the New York cheesecake and quite different, because normally in a New York cheesecake we don't have any cream inside. But in this cheesecake we have cream because we will bake it in high temperature, 200 degrees, and for 1 hour. New York cheesecake needs a different treatment, more care and more tenderness, because it's a different cheesecake. With this cheesecake we will have almost the same result and with no effort. Now, vanilla extract inside. If you have vanilla powder, you can add some powder. Some lemon zest, but be careful. If you add lemon zest, you will not have this silky result of the cheesecake, because some bits of the lemon will be inside the cheesecake. I like lemon, so I will add it, beside the fact that it will destroy my silkiness. And some salt, and the last ingredient is what like this? Flour. Can you see the amount of the flour? Yes. We want very few flour, just a little bit to make sure that it will absorb all the water from the mixer, okay? Now mix everything, pass it through a sieve, the flour, to make sure that you will not overmix the mixer. And this is it. We are ready for the oven. Now, one very important part of the recipe is how we will pour it inside the baking tin. Now, I have a 22 centimeter cake tin here, and I have some parchment. I butter already my tin and I butter already my parchment. Now it's very important to use a 22 centimeter cake pan, because if the cake pan is bigger, then the amount will be more thin and actually you will overcook the cheesecake inside the oven. If the cake tin is smaller, then the amount will be thicker and actually it will be undercooked inside the oven. So you have to make sure that you will use a 22 centimeter baking tin. Now I will pour my mixer in, and as you can see, it's quite runny. Normally in a New York cheesecake we don't have this texture. The mixer is more thick, more settled, but this is why this cheesecake is so easy to prepare. Now my oven is preheated to 200 degrees Celsius, as I told you. The rack should be at the highest level because we want the air to go underneath the baking tin and actually bake it evenly. And we will bake for how long, Lakis?
1 hour.
Exactly 1 hour. And the cheesecake is ready. Look at this. It's soft. Like butter. Actually, it's softer than a butter. And this is it. Perfection. You see that, Mihalis? Of course, you can serve it as it is, with some honey, with some granulated sugar, or as it is. For me, it's perfect. You don't have to add really anything. But of course, we always want to make it more fancy. So I will let your imagination to do whatever you want. So this is, guys, this is perfection, crustless and cheesy, easy to make, everybody can do it, very tasty, very dense, very elegant. And make comments under in the video, share this lovely recipe with your friends, and of course follow me at social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Viber and TikTok. Voila!